Welcome to Overdrive AF, the official podcast of Overdrive Fitness. My name is Teddy Gerzon, and I'm joined by Gina Marie Gerzon.
Hello.
Also with us, as always, Destroyer, putting it together. Titan and Brajol are here on this beautiful Saturday morning in New York. It is November. We are getting challenged with another long, enduring period of time in New York. First, it was the 900-day long 14-day lockdown to flatten the curve. And now we are about to go into a 3-year election recount. So so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, apparently abacuses have sold out on Amazon. So, who knows when this thing will end. I don't even know if that's a proper plural version, if it's abaci or whatever. Who gives a fuck? They're obsolete.
Stop making up words now.
I like to sound more photosynthesis. That's why I put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yes.
So Titan and Brajol are here, and the doors are wide open. It's like 70-something degrees out, 67.
Yeah, on November 7th.
Yes, it is November 7th. Totally 2020 of it to be 70 degrees in November.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
At this latitude,
amazing.
at least, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I would like to know how you would explain climate changes based on latitude on a flat Earth. All right, enough of the random thoughts for today. So back to our scheduled programming. The felines in attendance today. We have Don Corleone chomping away.
Mm-hmm.
Don't choke, bro. Small bites. I don't know who else is in here. Is there anybody else in here?
I don't know.
Panther was stopping by before.
Oh, Panther stopped by.
I just fed her.
She's dope.
And yeah, it's a lot nicer outside than it is inside.
And I think
today,
Titan wants to say something. Oh,
Yes, Titan?
you're growling. What's up?
What do you want to say?
What he wants to say is that he wants his bed back.
No. But then he wanted this bed.
Yeah, he's
So I don't know.
being kind of a dick. So yeah, Destroyer. Let everybody know how, since the weather's a lot nicer,
Yes.
how the quality of a jump shot is going right now, and mileage covered.
Yeah, so this week was a big comeback week. So I got some shots up, and it looked honestly really good. And it wasn't rusty at all. And this was the closest game of horse I've played in a very long time.
Nice.
Didn't win, but...
Palm to the face.
Yeah,
Aiden?
yeah. Actually, Bonnie was playing defense on both of us.
Nice.
We incorporated
I love
her
it.
into our shots.
I love it.
It was very good. And 28 miles this week
Nice.
in total. So
That's what's up.
They know how to play a little dirty in the South, you know?
Yeah,
Bonnie
yeah.
can hold her
she's a
ground.
very, very ferocious defender, honestly.
I love it.
I think she caught a hold of my wrist at one point. It
That's my ball.
Yeah. It was good.
So she's like the Tony Allen of 109.54.
Yeah.
Lockdown defense.
Yeah.
Solid.
I'd say maybe more like a Rasheed Wallace type in terms of how like in your face she is about it.
So clearly she can also talk a fair amount of trash
Oh yeah.
and will not pass a drug test.
Yeah.
There's
She's on a
different
lot of
rules.
probiotics right now.
Oh, there you go. Because she's trying to pass a drug test. You know, you don't want to mess with that
I love
CBA.
Probiotics and essential fatty acids.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Masking agent.
Her coat must look real nice.
Oh.
Lustrous.
You know how we do.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Sheed.
I won't lie.
So yeah, updates here at Overdrive. Trying to think. I have nothing coming to mind right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I am literally high on carbs right now. Ended a cut. Went all right this time. Not gonna lie, but you've got me in a full maintenance mode.
Well,
Well, the cut did go really well. I should say that. I'm holding myself to a high standard.
You know, I think that when we push it to 12 weeks, it's a grind. Sometimes when we do consistent 12 weeks, even with refeeds and checking in every week and checking in multiple times a week and things like that. But I think 12 weeks was a lot. And 12 weeks is a lot for anybody. I think, and we took a small maintenance break just for a couple weeks, but then you wanted to hit it again. So it takes your body a little bit of time to adjust and reset. So, and everybody's body is different.
Yeah, it was 16 weeks of cutting.
Oh, we did 16 weeks?
We did
sorry.
8, maintenance 8.
Right, I'm sorry. I'm getting you confused with somebody else. That's my fault.
It was rough, I'm not
My
going to
fault.
lie. But that's why we don't advise that anybody does
I mean,
16
I wouldn't
or more.
suggest...
Usually say keep them around 8 to 12, right?
Yes, definitely. And even with breaks in between, depending upon people's tolerance and their adherence, what they can handle, their stress level, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
And I'm not stressed at all, so
Yeah.
that's like totally
Wow.
fine. The white hairs would tell you otherwise. But, needless to say,
Oh, and
I'm eating
Desi
more, yeah.
has been getting in a lot of in-home workouts,
That's
too.
true.
that is very
We
true.
did not...
I did get in a couple this week.
Yeah.
We're going to get you
So,
on that weekday warrior movement, son.
Yes.
Have you
I got a
pumping
plan
iron.
for Desi.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell him yet. I got a plan
Okay.
when he's ready.
Hell
But but I think your cut went really well.
I
But
would
now
say, yeah.
We're going to put on some size and get some strength back.
I was 180 at 20%.
Because,
That was a whiskey belly, I'm not going to lie.
and that's a lot of people with stress. Just stress in itself. That in itself is what causes all that inflammation.
And now I'm 161. And what was I?
Your top
12? No,
No,
the
11?
lowest I was yeah. Well, right now
11
I'm at
and
about 12,
change.
but like before it got really tough in the last week or two of the cut, I was down to like just under 11. I think it was 10.7.
I thought you handled it pretty well because considering, I mean, you and I are different, but because you could get very hangry sometimes.
Bullshit. I'm happy
And then-
all the time.
And then that's where, I say, I'm not talking to you until you eat something, kind of thing. But you were pretty good. Your tolerance has definitely changed.
Yeah, I didn't flip out as much this time.
No.
I didn't
My
speed
God.
off from the parking lot that many times. I did not destroy anything. Nobody got burned. Yeah, that's never happened, guys. I'm kidding. Can we put a disclaimer at the bottom of the screen?
Sure.
So, yeah, that's the only update I really have for myself.
We got...
What's up with you?
See, what's up with you? What's up?
What's up?
with you?
This is like when we first
I mean,
met and I
for
hit on you
myself,
and
I
you shot me
mean,
down for like 4
I'm
months straight.
in more like maintenance. I was trying to feel out what I wanted to do. Did I want to cut again, or maybe actually go into like a slight mass phase? But I think I might start to mass up a little bit for a little, and then hold, and then cut. So I'm gonna see how I feel with that. But even with our warriors, I got Jeff Shalom. He's been doing a lot of the remote training. He is now under 200 pounds, which is huge. He'll be coming in for another in-body reading, and I can't wait to see where his body fat is. He's starting to see lines and cuts in his abs and his midsection that he's never had. So that's like that's already a nice sign of body fat change, body fat loss. He's feeling really good on his new numbers because now we're entering into a cutting phase for him. CJ Mason is down 3% body fat, and he's doing really well, and he's training twice a day sometimes. We got David Seltzer and Rich Mapp heading into mass phases. So Rich wants to hit a goal of 195, and I think we can get close to that. He's looking great, and David Seltzer as well. We're heading into a mass phase with him too. This will be we're taking steps forward into a new arena for David. So now we cut nicely, and now we're going to put on some size. So we got goals for him as well.
I've got an athlete I'd like to shout out.
Oh yeah, go ahead. We talked about go ahead.
Matthew Caputo.
Yes.
Matthew Caputo he's only been here for
Yes.
2 weeks. Okay, he's 13, 14, something like that.
13.
He is traveling to us in Orangeburg from Mount Kisco. So those of you not aware of the area, That's Westchester, right? So that means he has to cross the TZ Bridge. The TZ Bridge! And, yeah, so, I mean, that's a long walk for him. I'm kidding. His parents are driving. But,
And that was a nice referral from our friends, CC and Esteban, who met here.
yeah. Yep.
So
Matt is down. That's a 35-minute drive. 35-minute drive. One way, right? So Matt's been training with us. He's actually on a hybrid model. So we're coaching him up on his nutrition, and we obviously took care of his fitness plan. He's doing everything through the Overdrive Fitness app through us. He is he's working out at his local gym in Mount Kisco, and here, as 3 to 4 times a week here. He's also balancing, obviously schoolwork, especially the virtual learning, which is crazy, on top of travel baseball and baseball lessons. And in only 2 weeks, he's already down of 5 pounds of fat mass alone. 5 pounds of fat mass alone. All right, so this is huge. This is great. So shout out to Matt for killing it.
And the dedication for traveling a nice amount, 20 to 30 minutes easily without traffic, and getting here, being accountable and getting here 4 days a week, on top of everything else that he's doing. So talk about, no excuses. There's a will, there's a way, right?
He clearly has a great support system at home, which is always very important for
deal.
anybody. Try and get stronger, healthier. It's great support system with his whole family. So he's killing it, and obviously the overall the whole family is doing very well. So we're very, very grateful for their dedication. So great job, Matt.
And did we any other athlete that we were? I mean, there's.
I can't think.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Boom. But yeah, this week, the topic of this week is another fat loss myth.
Number 3.
This is number 3 of the top 10 fat loss myths, and we love that we're getting. We clearly have some fans that have been vocal about last week's myth. Greg Baisley, G-Reg, shouting out the cold beverage myth in class.
The destroyer of donuts.
Destroyer of donuts, yeah.
The donut master.
So myth number 3, eliminating food groups will cause fat loss. Now, we've touched on this kind of before in several different ways, but yeah, don't fucking do that. Just don't cut out a whole food group and expect to lose fat, okay? Especially carbs. Okay.
You'll lose weight.
Yeah, but you won't
You'll
lose
lose weight,
fat.
and the majority of it will be water, fluid, especially initially. So you'll see that 3 to 5 to maybe even 10-pound drop, depending on how much weight you're planning on losing or how large your stature is. How when entering into this. But I'm sorry, you were talking.
No, I mean, I'm just letting you go.
When we discuss things with our members and our athletes, every type of food group is extremely essential in how the body runs and what it does and how it responds to when we take those foods in. Can we eat more of certain things than others, especially on days when we're extremely active or we're sedentary? Yes, but eliminating a food group, especially for a longer period of time, it is detrimental to your success. It's detrimental to your energy output, how you function, the type of hormones that you produce, your immune system, and all those things. So, hydration, for that matter, especially if you're an athlete. The majority of people don't drink enough water anyway. So, protein should always be on the top of the list. Your carbs and your fats are still very essential, but you need to have both of those in your diet every single day.
Yeah.
And
we even consider, like, we even technically have a fourth food group that we add in because a lot of people skip over a very important one. And so we label it as vegetables.
veggies.
Because, I don't know, some people just don't like the poop, apparently. But, yeah.
Those are your vitamins and minerals. A lot of that's your vitamins and minerals. It's like taking that multivitamin every day. Yeah.
Yeah, so as far as, like, eliminating food group, I mean, let's go back to this. So I think there's a real misconception as to what people consider balance, like a healthy, balanced diet, right? So just because we tell you that, you know, your fats, your carbs, your veggies, and your protein need to be in balance, doesn't mean you eat an equal amount of each thing, right? So everyone's goals is going to be determined, like, everyone's diet is gonna, that we lay out for them, their nutrition plan will be
varied.
It'll be dependent upon or balanced based on your goals, right? So, you know, imbalance could be like maybe you have higher carbs than the next person, higher protein than the next person, but lower fat with higher vegetables. Who knows? Whatever it is. And then maybe someone else might have like a moderate amount of carbs, higher protein, like a little bit higher fat depending on the phase that they're in, and, you know, a lot of vegetables.
And
whatever it is.
And what your day looks like.
Exactly.
You know?
So that's really what balance is. So, like, it doesn't mean everything is equal across the board, right? And we also don't want people to think that they can count veggies as carbs, right? Because veggies won't do the same thing. It won't result in the same response that you would get out of complex carbs, all right? So that's point number 2. Now, as far as balance, what I'm getting at now really is that you know, you just think of your overall day, right? If everything in your life was in balance, let's say you needed 8 hours of quality sleep to balance, does that mean now you're going to spend exactly 8 hours at work without a break, and you're going to spend 8 hours eating, so that equals like your 24 hours? Like, where are you going to fit in your workout? You can get 8 hours of working out too? Like, no. Your life in balance could equal 45 to 60 minutes of a workout, an 8-hour workday, maybe more. Some people 8 hours at work, and then like 2 hours of a total commute. You know, being at your kid's soccer game for 2.5 hours, right? And then if you're growing up in an Asian household like me, watching Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune at dinner, 7 to 8 o'clock, you know, got to exercise the brain. And then, you know, like, all those things will add up to your overall number of 24 hours, what you're getting done in a day, you know? Maybe it's decompressing before you go to bed, you read a book for a half hour. Like, you see how it is? Like, all those add up to different number, like, all those are different quantities.
It requires a different amount of energy.
Exactly.
Lying in bed, reading a book, as it would getting your strength workout in, or mowing the lawn, or taking a nice, you know, stroll with your friend, or taking your dog for a walk or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those require different amounts of energy, and your body's going to pull from where it needs to supply that.
So basically, like, however you lay out your day, in a sense, will be the way that we would lay out for you your overall nutrition. Like, we're not going to tell you, all right, you got to have 500 calories of carbs, 500 calories of protein, 500 calories of fat. Like, that doesn't mean, that's not balance, right? If you have no idea what you're doing, find somebody that does. I mean, when you're sick, you have no idea what you're doing, you go to a doctor, because you're not a fucking doctor, right? If you fucking blew out a tie rod on your car, you're not just going to jack it up and fix it yourself if you don't know anything about cars. You're going to go to an expert. But for some reason, people feel like when it comes to nutrition, I'm just going to completely cut out an entire food group because I saw something on the Googles and the YouTubes and some dumbass bitch doing tricep kickbacks. And she obviously knows what she's doing because she has butt implants. So,
if that's your jam, then
you must be jelly because I'm trying to jam.
we can definitely make your butt bigger if that's what you're looking for, with the right type of exercise and the right type of nutrition. If that's what you're looking for.
And it's probably not keto.
But you need, yeah, definitely. Yeah, keto and strength training don't mix at all, and the research proves that. And if you're doing any kind of strength training and even sprint type workouts, explosive, strongman, um, even hit type stuff, you need your carbohydrates. So eliminating that would be a no-no. And if you're looking to transform your body composition in a positive way, you need your carbohydrates. You need everything, but different ratios of each of those nutrients, your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. Vegetables you should always be getting in every single day, at each meal if possible. There's a place for each of those in each of your meals in every single day of the week. So that should be a given. But yeah, body composition, performance, and overall well-being, you need all of those types of foods. You should never eliminate anything. Never.
I mean, how many people will cut out carbs?
Well, because it's a fast track to quote-unquote weight loss.
Yeah, and then they crave them, and then when they have them, they overindulge, and they repeat that cycle until they wind up feeling diabetic.
Well, because they'll get on the scale the next day or even the next week, and they'll be down 3 to 5 pounds. But go and try to work out. Go try to exercise. Go try to get a week's worth of solid training in, and you're gonna fizzle out very quickly. And unfortunately, what starts to happen is your body is so intelligent that it'll force you to start craving things, and you go through a rebound, and you end up putting on more weight than you did before you started your quote-unquote diet. So the process of dieting or the process of transforming always takes time, and when you do things properly, it's going to take time. So we want to do things right. We want to do things healthfully. That's what I think we're trying to get across to everybody. Do things the healthy way, so that your body will be able to last through the week, through the month, through the months, and then years, and you'll be able to maintain your newer, leaner body and your healthier weight. Right, Titan? Right, Papa?
Titan, come here.
Titan. I don't have the buzzer.
Yeah, I forgot it too. So yeah, as far as eliminating a food group in chase of losing fat, just don't do it, right? And if you think that it's working, then check your progress against your actual body fat mass and your lean body mass and your body fat percentage. Check the change in that every single week while you continue to eliminate foods. And instead of also just like relying on objective data, keep a log of your subjective data and keep a log of how you're feeling mentally every single day, right? Then review that, right? Conduct an experiment on yourself, and then tell me that by eliminating a food group that you are actually living a better life, right? Because when on a balanced diet and a properly executed fitness plan, when you put in the time and the consistency, because it's really that simple. There's no thrills and frills about it. It's you do all that properly, you will get to a point where you're literally stripping away fat mass, you're adding lean body mass, and you're eating more than you ever intended or thought you could, right? Because our overall goal for people is to realize that you can achieve your dream body while stripping away fat, adding lean muscle, and getting to a point of eating and drinking what you want to, when you want to, while keeping a nice, healthy, balanced life.
You're lighting that fire from the inside. Some of us want to look better naked. Some of us just want to be able to run around with the kids, or, be that coach on the team that can walk their talk, or, take their dog for a 5-mile run, and just be able to keep up with their pet. Like, there's different goals that people have.
Or confidently chase your wife around the house in nothing but your donkey mask.
Yeah.
Oh, is this thing on?
Desi's a witness.
bet he wish he
Halloween
wasn't.
is over, but I mean, is it? We're on Friday soon, Mom? Is Christmas coming?
Christmas is coming, and I'm so pumped because that means that Mariah Carey Christmas music will be playing nonstop at Overdrive, as well as NSYNC Christmas.
We need to do a holiday card with the OD crew.
Yeah, well, we definitely need to, especially since I got the dogs matching winter coats.
We can all have our part in it.
Hell yeah.
Kevin can take the photo
No,
of
we'll
all
have
of us.
maybe we'll have Jen do it
We all just okay, whatever.
so that
yeah,
Kevin
that's
can
right.
be flexing with us. In
Yeah,
the
well, that's
photo.
what I mean. He should be. We should all be in it.
Yes,
You
yes.
know?
So yeah,
Yes.
do not eliminate a food group.
No.
Don't. Anything else to add for this week? Now, if you feel like you do need to eliminate a food group, right? Don't. We have a better alternative. Okay? And sometimes people feel like they need to eliminate carbs because they feel like that's bad, or they'll eliminate all fats, right? When usually sometimes the fire that needs to be lit needs to come from inside, and you may need a little aid in that. So what would we suggest? We suggest Burn PM, right? So Burn PM will help you. It'll act like as an appetite suppressant, but at the same time balance your or keep your blood sugar levels balanced, right? And it'll help boost your metabolism without any stimulants, and keep you on track so that you're not going to want to have those cravings for, donuts, pizza, bagels, Cookie Crisp, Crunch Berries, Pop-Tarts, anything like that. Chocolate, ice cream, cake, cookie cake.
Just food in general.
I'm trying to pull off like a Bubba Gump shrimp moment right now. So yeah, it'll definitely help with that, while also executing a properly planned fitness and nutrition plan. So
Like
yeah,
those that are snackers, they like to grab and go, grab and graze. I
Yup.
think that it helps a lot with those types of eaters.
So yeah, we would suggest Burn PM. So if you have any interest in it, or you want to check it out, I mean, that's along with Burn AM, right? We still have yet to have had anybody with a negative experience at Overdrive Fitness, online and in person, with Burn AM or PM. And if you want to get it with our discount, head over to overdrivefitnessny.com, click on menu, and then click where it says Prestige Labs. Okay? And it'll take you right to the site. They do a 2-day drop ship, so it'll be out to you faster than you could possibly imagine. All right?
Been very good with that, yeah.
Yeah, they've been awesome.
Unless it's been out of stock just due to the whole COVID thing, and
Yeah, and
but it's been 2 days that everybody gets their stuff in 2 days.
yeah, let's put it this way: shit products don't sell out this fast, this often. So, I mean, figure it out for yourself. Make the investment if you really do care about your health and fitness. Anything else to add for this week?
And I think just having a conversation with one of our members the other day, and his frustration and not being able to sleep well and get good quality sleep, and he's working on losing weight and losing body fat and feeling better in his body, and good quality sleep was one of those things. It's just, I was really trying to hit home on the fact that this is an investment in yourself. Your health is a priority. And when we put those things into perspective and we realize how much of a priority our health is, because it's not just about us, but it's about everybody around us, right? So that reverberation, so that ripple effect. So when we do better for ourselves, our family sees that. Hopefully they will do better for themselves. And it's kind of vice versa, right? So that social support is really important. Investing in yourself is so important because that quality of life is so important. So you can have the best quality of life going forward. And everything else that's going on right now, investing some time in yourself and taking the time to do things properly, educating yourself, getting your workouts in, allowing yourself to feel better, that'll give you a better quality of sleep. The supplementation definitely helps, but making a point and making yourself a priority. Your health is a priority, and everything else follows after that. Can't stress that enough.
So yeah, that's it for this week's episode of Overdrive AF. And just to recap, do not eliminate a food group in the chase of fat loss. So stay tuned. We are still planning out our next food challenge, which we might actually start to document on a weekly basis for my bulking season, right? But 2 videos that are in queue is the s'mores eating challenge, which I was challenged and called out by a 6-year-old. So I've never been emasculated this much before, except for that time where your mother called me out for not keeping the guns locked and loaded all the time and not caring about my family. So.
But I thought Greg changed it to White Castle.
No, well, yeah. When I'm done, being embarrassed by a 6-year-old girl, then I will now have to step up to the plate and be in another video with her father for a White Castle video. Yeah, and a little side story about the s'mores challenge. Aubrey decided to come in the other day with her mother and sister because the mother wanted to work out. Jen wanted to work out. And this little girl threw a bag of graham crackers, marshmallows, and chocolate at me. And she said, "Sup, bitch?" No, I'm kidding. She didn't say sup. So, yeah, I feel about like this big right now. But stay tuned because yours truly is about to get embarrassed.
You got snapped and called out. That was a snap and you called out.
Alright, we're back.
And we're back.
Good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, so yeah, just tune in next time for another episode of Overdrive AF.